on August the 14th. We considered many ways to extend our love to you, and after much thought came up with the next best thing to being with you, and that is a video. Realizing we could sing, dance, say we love you, and wish you a very happy birthday for perhaps a moment or two, we decided to make a small production of this special occasion.
And if you'll notice, I too have a script written by your sister, Roy. So without further fuss, a few words of explanation relating to the rest of this video. Not the part about Judy and I dancing and singing to the birthday song. We need no explanation because we're not going to do it. But we will include, spliced in before we give you a tour of the home, a little bit of a snippet of video that we made on the lot before we built the home, so that you can see what it looked like when we started. Then we will tour the house and the grounds, and then we have a little special at the end.
This is Judy.
Judy.
Well, we are both very proud of our home and just wanted to include you in our new dig. But the real reason for this entire presentation is to tell you how much we love you, hope and pray that your health and happiness will stay with you for maybe another 6 years. Maybe not that long, but you know what I mean. My love is with you always, even if it means sending a video to say happy birthday, not just quite in person, but at least in living, breathing color.
Happy birthday, Richard.
Here's to you, Richard, my exceptional brother. May you live forever. May you live to be forever young, at least in heart. Love you forever.
We should celebrate birthdays more often. She doesn't normally let me drink during the day. Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday.
We're swinging now to the west. I'm going to do a 360-degree turn here. Can't go all the way around because there's a tree. 2, looking north again. I'm going to swing around this way this time, moving to the east. You can barely see the blazer, I think. No, you can't. It's over there totally behind that tree. Logging road is over there. The 2 flags that you see right there are the back property line of our property. So we're just barely on the west end of our property. I'm actually here looking up on the other property. Coming around in a full circle. This is stake number 2. Stake number 1 is right back off down there. 3, looking north again. We're on the up on the west end of our property, kinda, or I'm sorry, south end of our property. Back over this way is where the house is going to be. Right back over there. Stake number 2 is right back up here on this hill. I'm not going to do a 360 here because you'd just be, well, go ahead, Roy. This is the property up behind us. And back to where we were before. Approximately north again. This is stake number 4, I think. And we're swinging around to the east again. Back on the other side of that tree is where the house is going to be. Back up along the property line, up on the ridge. On around to the lot behind us. You can see that marker on that, that's the back property line. On around to the west. And right over this ridge is the road that is the front of our property, or it's on the side of our property. Coming all the way around 365 degrees. or 366 as the case may be. Direction, I'm across the road that runs north and south on the west side of our property, doing the same swing around to the right, toward the east, right back out across there is where I have just come, across the top of our lot. This is ours. Right on the other side of this tree with this sign, you might can see a little flag right there. That's the top end of our property right there. And this is across the street. Back north, I'm across the street, the little side street running north and south. That's the street running east and west in front of our property. Comes around this way. This is the logging road that is about midway, or not midway, maybe 2/3 of the way from the top. The top is to the west of the property. I have just come down this little road. Around this bend is where I made the last mark. North again, I'm standing at the culvert on the little logging road. I'm going to swing around back to the east. It's starting to get dark. It's about 5:15 here on September the 13th. I'm swinging around to the east. Now, all of this will be undeveloped. By that I mean we're not even going to clear it. This logging road, of course, will be redone. Our house is going to be right up there someplace, right along in the area where I'm panning back and forth. I walked across the top of the lot up there, swinging all the way around. This is our property, moving around to the west. And back down the logging road that I just came down from the side road, the road that goes north and south, all the way around. And you might can see through the trees down here the road that goes by in front of our property. North again, I have moved east on the property, up the little logging road, which I'll pick up as I come around. Don't know that this stake will last because this is right on the edge of the logging road. You can see a pretty deep cut down through there. All that's our property over there. That's our 5-acre lot across this gully. That should all be about the same view after we move in. A couple of brush trees that have been knocked down here. Here's the blazer on the logging road. And right up there, looking back now to the west, southwest is where the house is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and go 365 degrees, go all the way around and let you see back down the logging road, and the road you can barely see through the trees. It's in the front of the property, and all the way around 365 or 366 degrees. A few changes since we were here the last time, and I've lost some of my stakes. I'm approximately where we were the first time. I'm looking almost north. You can see the what is now the driveway. I'm moving to the east. This is the property, the 5-acre lot across the little stream bed. That's some of the dirt that came out of where the house is going to be. Okay, so far so good. Point number 2 or so. And I'm getting a battery flashing light, so I don't think we're going to get much of this today. This is the front, and this is up to the next lot. This will be our little front yard up the hill. I'm not going to try to do all of the spots today because I've got a low battery and I don't have the backup battery. So much for today. More later as we go along. Things have changed since the last picture. And I don't know exactly where all my marks are, but I'm going to do the best I can to find some of them. We're over here on the southwest corner. The garage will be right over this pile of dirt, or I'm sorry, this pile of gravel. It's coming. Of course, there's a lot fewer leaves on the trees than when we took the first part of this. That's our logging road. That's our driveway coming up. Spots that I know where I took a picture the last time. This is a stump across the street. This is a little road up that way. You can see the flag. That's the top of that property. See our house kind of sticking up in the woods there. And there's Judy coming up. It's over behind that truck someplace. Some of our driveway, the old logging road. That's how far along they are. Going back down out across the front of our property. Bottom of the culvert. There's Judy standing up there watching them work. And I'm going to swing around here and see down toward the road. It's our front yard. Well, it has changed a little bit. This is the 25th of February. There's the garage. There's a sidewalk over there. I'll get a little better. This is the side of the house. And there's the porch. I'm going to walk down the logging road, which is now our driveway, and look back up to the house. Pretty, isn't it? This is out the front. In the logging road, which is of course now the driveway.
We're gonna run a piece all the way up in there, huh? You want me to bring that over there?
We got painters, electrician. I don't know if you can see. Judy's down there someplace. Down on the driveway. This is the front of the house on the back of the lot. They're digging a trench for the power out to the garage.
Well, here we start on the outside of our house. You can see this little tiny little garden right here where we have St. Francis, and that's for the saint that helps out with the birds and all that stuff. As I walk in, we walk from our garage into the front porch, which is actually on the back side of the house. All this is because of the lay of the land. Trying to get a feel of what it looks like as we walk through. I'm going to ask Roy to just shoot up there in the woods, which you see to our left as we would be coming up to the steps. what we see as we come up here. Today's a beautiful, peaceful, calm, like every day we've had here in the North Georgia mountains. There's a little breeze blowing. But you know, I want you to notice our little porch lights that we have here. We have kind of upscale porch lights for the North Georgia mountains, but we like them a whole lot. Going to go into the front door, and then you get to see the house. Okay, here we go, into the front door, welcoming you to the Fulkerson estate, as they call it around here. Come on in. As you see, we walk right straight into the kitchen. I'm going to take you right into the kitchen, my favorite area. Well, one of my favorite areas. Also, I wanted you to notice as you came in that we have all hardwood floors here, which is one thing that we really, really wanted tremendously. There's very little carpet, you'll see that later. But all the cabinetry is handmade by a fellow here in Blairsville. He did it to our specifications, and we got the pot rack and the island and everything else in here. And as you can see, as we go through the kitchen, it goes right directly into the dining room and looks out into the screened-in porch. All of this we try to make as open as possible. The ceilings are a little bit higher than most ceilings. They're kind of vaulted ceilings. So we have lights up there. We have skylights in here to give us more light and more openness feeling. As we go in through this larger archway, we go into our living area, I guess you'd say. It's not a den, it's not a living room, it's not a formal, it's just our living area. Here's where we gave you the toast for your birthday on our beautiful red stove that we love. That's our first purchase that we got when we first decided that we were going to build a house. We bought the red stove. We both found out that we both liked it very much. I'm going to walk around this way so you can kind of get the idea. This is where we watch TV, Roy and I. We certainly didn't make the house for lots and lots of company because we figure it's just going to be mainly us for the duration. So we have our two chairs in front of the entertainment center. And I guess you can kind of see that we utilize the whole entertainment center. That's kind of how we designed the house, to build that entertainment center so we could have that entertainment center on one wall. We're going to walk past the entertainment center so you can get a little more feel of the room as how we have our furniture positioned. Most of the furniture that we had at the other house we were able to utilize. We bought a few new pieces and gave 98% of it away because we didn't really need a whole lot of furniture here. You can see that none of our windows have window treatments on because we wanted to be able to see the outdoors more than cover it up. Now we're going to walk back in through the big arch again, past the kitchen, and then we'll go into our bedroom. Again, the bedroom is made for our furniture. This is kind of new for me. Roy is directing me as he's filming this, so if I'm
telling her to turn on the lights.
I think a little still, it's because I wanted to be in movies, but this is the first time I ever got to do it. Okay. At any rate, we were able to utilize all of our bedroom furniture because we built the room to accommodate the furniture. We wanted to be sure to be able to use our big bed and our side tables and everything. The only thing we didn't continue to use was the big mirror because neither one of us cared whether we saw it ourselves enough, so we put a painting above the mirror. Now I'm going to go into the bathroom after I turn this light on so you can kind of get a feel what our bed looks like. This is a creation in itself because every morning we get up and make this beautiful, beautiful bed and have to have it just right, of course. And we go right now into the master bath. The master bath was built again for the two of us. We have two sinks and the same cabinetry was made by the same man, only a different color. Around the back side here is our little potty, and around this side then is our shower. Yes, I'm supposed to turn. Okay, so we had to stop there for a second because I didn't get all the lights on. There's so many lights in this house you won't believe it. Around here I said is the potty, over here is the shower. I'm going to get out of Roy's way and let him kind of film that for you so you can see what our bathroom looks like. This is the only window cover you'll see in the whole house because this goes out, as you can see, to the front porch. I don't know who will see us but the critters. And here's our closet, nicely organized, as you can see. And now as I come out, I'm going to start snapping off lights. Roy's shooting from the other side of our bed, and this is the view as you see as you come out onto our screened in porch from our bedroom. We have this wonderful hammock, and Roy's going to come around. And as you can see, the porch goes the full length of the house. We have this little area for just, like snoozing or sleeping a little bit in the daytime. We have a little table that we eat at most of the time for our meals when there's just the two of us. Then we can come down to here where we have our little sitting area again to just watch the trees and the birds and the critters outside.
I'm going to take a pan and let him see what the view is.
Okay.
We're recording.
Are we recording now?
Yeah.
Okay. Roy's kind of panning around so you can see what the view is from our porch. This is all screened in, honey. There's no windows or anything here, so we get all the elements no matter what time of the season it'll be, so we're kind of anxious to see what the rest of the season will be. Out here is one of Roy's great creations. He designed this so we could have our grill and smoker, and then also you can go down around this way, if you can kind of see that, and you can go down to the first level of the house, or the lower level of the house. I'm not going to take you that way right now. We're going to go back into the house and go down the steps to the lower level so you can see how we've got access it from the house, and then we'll also, as we go outside, you can see this outside area. Okay. Had we not gone directly into the kitchen from our front door, we would have gone right downstairs if we turned to the right. So we're going to come down to the right here. And again, you see, we try to utilize all the outside so we can get it all inside without really becoming too obnoxious about it. So we go down these steps, and there is the only carpet we have in the house because this is the lower level. So we felt as if we needed carpet. Now you're really going to get a shock when you see this. This is the command center of the J&R Productions and Consulting and whatever else we happen to have in mind at that time. This was another thing that Roy designed so that he could have, or we both use it, an area where he has his office and anything else that needs to be. Computers are here. Any other daddy has the fax machine and the printer and all this kind of stuff. So this is kind of a cool place for him. As I said, he designed it, and the fellows that built the house built it for us. And we think they did a terrific job. The flooring down here on the floor of his command center is a pergo, an imitation wood, so that he doesn't get caught up when he wheels around here with his big chair. Going around this big command center, we kind of decided that we needed more bookcases and more book space, so Roy put in a bookcase, designed that into that little desk area, I'll call it. We have the piano. Then we had a little sitting area over here, just for guests. And this couch then makes out into a bed if we have more than 2 guests at a time. We have the sliding doors that go outside to a porch. It's not screened in, but it's a cement porch, and we'll see it out there when we go that way. Now I'm going to go show you one little item I really think is cool. We decided we needed a closet. What's the name of this stuff again, honey?
Cedar.
Cedar closet. Smells really cool, and we can keep all of our winter things because we'll need to have winter stuff here because it does get cooler. That's one of my things I asked for out of many other things, but that's one. As we go in here, this is the guest room. You can see my dollhouse as you come in, and you see all the little furniture that you've given me. It's scattered all around, and it sits here all the time for the display for everyone to see. All the furniture in here is the furniture that Roy had, his parents had, and then Roy inherited it, so it's all antique furniture. And so we've tried to keep this room like a family room. We have pictures of parents and older people in Roy's family. Of course, I don't have that many, as you well know, so what we do have, I've got up on for us, and then Roy has his family. A little antique desk, a little sitting area that you can sit if you're a guest. I got to turn the light on again, yeah. Okay. On the wall here are the only 3 pictures I have. I have another one of Mom, or of Dad, that Marion gave me. These are the pictures that Marion gave me, so I was able to put some of our pictures up on the wall, too. In here is the bathroom. And as you see, we got a pedestal sink and a little toilet and the shower and tub all together. It's a very small bathroom, but for guests, we don't need a great big bathroom. You can see in this room, we also have an access to the outside area. Again, we try to make it as open as possible for the outdoors. So you can come out here and you can sit, contemplate, do whatever you feel like doing. And this porch also goes the full length of the house. We don't sit here very much since we moved in because it isn't screened in, and there are a few little mosquitoes here and there. The steps I was talking about upstairs when we were up on the porch leads another pair of steps that are access to the porch upstairs. Roy's going to show you a little bit of our driveway. The driveway was here before we got here. We'll say it wasn't a driveway, it was called a logging road, and that way we didn't have to cut in a road to the house. So you can see the pillars, we just had those built the other day, and that's why the fellows are now calling this the Fulkerson Estate. But the road comes up around and winds around the house, and that's the reason why the back of the house is facing the road or the driveway, and the front of the house is facing the woods. So you can kind of get a feel of what we have here every single day.
Shooting out across, actually this is toward the east, across the bottom of the big screen porch. The little surprise at the end of this will be some video that we took a week before last when Tracy and Shelley, my son and his wife, were here, and Rhett was staying with us. We took a little train trip out of Blue Ridge, Georgia to McKaysville and back, and we have just a little bit of that to kind of end up. And if it turned out well, the very last part of it will be some bluegrass music that we were listening to on the train. Hope you enjoyed this. If you don't have to ever watch it again. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, honey.